Hello Virgo, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your reading for July 2018. This reading is all about money, career, finances, work. This reading is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon and Virgo Rising sign. I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your moon sign or your rising sign. For this reading I'm using Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And I'm going to draw additional cards, clarifiers from the Wild Unknown deck by Kim Krans. While I'm shuffling, I quickly want to say thank you to all my subscribers for all your likes, all your comments, all your shares, all your donations. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, please contact me. It's tamara.tarotsearch@yahoo.com, or you can find me through my webpage or through the Facebook page. All the information is underneath this video in the description box. I'm also on Instango, which is a mobile phone application, and I normally reply within 24 hours. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have for you, dear Virgo, for the month of July 2018, and it's all about money, career, finances, work. And the first card for you is Seven of Cups, followed by the Page of Wands, followed by the Page of Swords. And in your advice position, we have Justice. We have Seven of Pentacles, followed by Two of Wands, followed by the King of Cups, and in advice position we have Three of Swords. We have King of Pentacles. I'll move it a little bit so you guys can see the cards properly. King of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Wands, followed by Eight of Swords, and in advice position we have High Priestess. Okay, let's see. This will be the beginning of the month of July, maybe covering end of June, because I'm recording it on 26. This will be the middle of the month, and that will be the end going into August. So what we have here, we have the first card, which is the Eight of Cups. So I said seven before, so it's Eight of Cups. It's talking about you turning your back on something and moving on, moving away from this. If this Eight of Cups represented some problems, some issues, maybe at work or with money or with any sort of, with a career, with your business, I think you more likely it's concerns about work and career when we're not happy, and we make that informed decision that time comes for us to sort of to move on, to leave this place. Even if it's your personal business, sometimes, you know, if it's not working or causing a lot of problems, it's time for you to move on and, you know, maybe sell, maybe, I don't know, close and do something else. But that sort of situation here, you're turning your back on something and you're looking forward with optimism into the future and moving away. It's really positive card. It's not, you know, like you've been sacked or something. It's you made this decision. You decided to leave it behind and move into the better place. Pages here, new starts, new beginning. I see first one, you know, I'm jumping a little bit, and I want to talk about this Page of Swords first. Page of Swords is all about correspondence and a little bit more sort of sharp messages. You see the swords are sharp object, and it's sort of messages which might bring a lot of it's like more legal documents, maybe correspondence with your employer, or, you know, more sort of or some sort of messages going backwards, full of almost sort of business-like correspondence. And Page of Wands in between is talking about something. I think you're turning your back to something in order to open something new, to start something new. And this Page of Wands is actually representing that a new start, new beginning. Pages normally do talk about, they represent like children or something completely new, young energy over there. Maybe because the Wands are all about creativity, artisticity, about entrepreneurial skills as well. Maybe you start starting something creative. Maybe you're starting some sort of some new business. Maybe if you worked in an office or somewhere where you weren't happy, you decided, or you just been overwhelmed sometimes, you decided to turn your back and move forward, move away from this and start something new, and that will be represented by the Page of Wands as a new, maybe small business, maybe working for yourself, doing something more creative. And you are good. You are still in the stages of, sort of establishing yourself. There is emails, correspondence going backwards and forwards. But that's, as I said, is more sort of like maybe legal, maybe more business type of correspondence going backwards and forwards. And in advice position is a Justice card as a sign of Libra. Well, Justice is telling you that, if this correspondence is some sort of legal matters, maybe, because you turned your back, you left or something, if you are fighting for something with this sort, maybe you are sending messages backwards and forwards in order to achieve something, maybe find some truth or find some justice. The justice will be served for you. That's what the spirit is telling you. You will get that justice. It will be served, and the truth will be revealed. The clarity, you will get the clarity. So you will be able to move forward. You will be able to close this chapter and start a new sort of chapter of your life. And in the middle of the month, we have Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a card of reassessment, reevaluation, reassessment. It's when we sort of, it's a positive card, nothing negative in this card at all. It's when you work really hard, when you planted the seeds and you grown the plant, grown the fruits of your hard work, and now you're ready to collect, you're ready to yield this Seven of Pentacles. It's results of your hard work. And you're sort of standing there and waiting and thinking, so what do I do next? I've got that yield, I've got this the results of my hard work, so what's my next step? Do I persevere? Do I sort of continue doing exactly the same what I've been doing, or shall I just try something different? Maybe I should invest this money in somewhere else. Maybe I should just sort of this sort of method of obtaining the Seven of Pentacles guarantee you this amount of money or profit or benefits or whatever it is. But maybe if I'll try something new, it might not guarantee me this profit or income. But then maybe I will get like extra work experience, some sort of different benefits out of it. That sort of decision you're making at the moment, in order to, maybe if it concerns investments, that could be, so shall I just persevere investing into the same funds, or do I just go and do something different? So because that might not guarantee me the same profit, but it might be, maybe it will, I will be lucky and I get more. That sort of decision. Again, it's a lot of sort of decision will need to be made. Two of Wands as well. It's looking forward, holding that globe, in your hand. It's like holding the whole world in your hand and deciding, so where shall I go? Shall I go this way? Shall I go that way? What do I do? Whatever it concerns, maybe concerns your career, maybe concerns your business or whatever, which way you go. All I want to say is that those two wands are they almost equal. So whatever way you will go, you will be still successful. You still achieve, there will be great achievements for you. So there won't be much difference what way you go. As far as you make that decision, as far as you start moving forward, that's what is important for you. King of Cups in your environment, dear Virgo, someone who is Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, someone who is very sort of warm and warm, affectionate, very sort of emotional, caring person. It could be anyone, could be someone at your work, maybe your boss who cares about you as an employee, maybe your partner, or anyone in your environment. It could be your personal partner who is caring about you, caring about your business, caring about your financial situation. This person will be significant for you in the middle of the months. But what worries me a little bit is that in advice position I've got Three of Swords, because all the cards is pretty much positive. Apart from this one, Three of Swords is like heartache, is something is causing you a lot of problems, and some, but I don't understand what, unless it was because it's underneath the justice. Maybe you've been dealing with something with all this correspondence, with all this legal correspondence or business correspondence backwards and forwards, and I think it's causing you a lot of heartache. Maybe you've been it's concerned your workplace which you left. Maybe it concerns your personal business. Maybe all these decisions, hard decisions which you need to make, they are sort of causing you this heartache. And sometimes, when it's a love reading, of course, I would say it could be some sort of love issues, maybe someone broken your heart. But in a business reading, sometimes it actually talks about physical issues. Maybe, because it's very hard, to deal, especially, if you're a stockbroker or someone, there's so much stress, so much pressure, and that can affect the actual physical state of your health. So be careful, pay attention at your sort of health state, about maybe if there's any heart problems or issues, make sure you just sort of look after yourself, dear Virgo. I have a King of Pentacles, could be you, Virgo, because it talks about Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn, or your fellow earth sign, either Taurus or Capricorn or Virgo as well. This one is very down to earth. That could be more sort of financial institution, person from the financial institution, could be bank manager, could be your boss, anyone, dealing with anything tangible, maybe, or someone who is actually good with money, or someone who is a financial advisor, or maybe just quite sort of wealthy, or maybe just sort of very comfortable with money, this person, but very practical, analytical, very sort of this person is always like to-do list. Everything is very efficient as well. Sorry. This person will be, or it could be you yourself, dealing with all this at the end of the month, and your card appears, your energy is very there. You are starting. If it's there, it was this only page of wands. It transfers into the Eight of Wands by the end of the month, into big idea. If that was a small idea to create your own business at the beginning of the month, or to start something new, something maybe small, by the end of the month that page will turn into the Ace of Wands, something big. It's a new beginning, new start. You will be given that wand. Wand is passion, fire, creativity, artisticity, entrepreneurial skills. You will be given that by the Spirit. Look, there is a hand that comes from the heavens and literally hands you that wand, hands you that opportunity, hands you that present, hands you that new beginning. And you will be sort of, I think you feel a little bit trapped, overwhelmed, so what do I do? Maybe it's a bit too big for me. Maybe, I only wanted to do something small. Now I've got this huge big business to run, a huge big project to run, huge big, idea to, sort of implement. So what do I do? And in order to find out what to do, you need to take that blindfold, and then you will see that the path in front of you is clear. You can do whatever you want. You can walk forward. You can move forward. You can sort of make that decision and move forward. And to take that blindfold, you need to gather as much information as possible. You need to get the knowledge about the project, about this business or whatever, and then you will see the clear. When you see the clear picture, you will be able to move forward. You won't feel trapped. All this things which binds your ropes or whatever they are, they will drop, and you will be able to move forward and follow your intuition. That's a very important message for you. Last message of the Spirit for you. Don't listen to anyone. Don't listen to any advices people give you. Well, it's nice to listen, but still do what your heart and soul is telling you to do. It's also a card of not action. You don't really need to do much as far as you listen to yourself, listen to your heart. There's no sort of particular action requires You just sit there pretty and listen to yourself and implement what you think is right. Listen to your, intuition. It's very intuitive card. Let's see what additional messages we have for you from the Wild Unknown deck, and I'll get a couple of cards and see how they sort of resonates with the rest of the reading. And the first card for you is Three of Cups. Very nice card of celebration. So whatever was troubling you, whatever was bothering you, I think you will just sort of celebrate. It's also a card of partnership as well. Maybe there's if you are doing that new business or new career or something project, they might be working as a team, but you will get on really well with these people because they're Cups talks about positive emotions, a lot of joy and happiness. So there will be, if you are working as a team with someone, you will get on really well, or maybe it's your partners in business, or it's just you celebrating. Maybe after you left that place, you turn your back, and now you and also sorted out all these legal issues, and hopefully not feeling anymore like heartbroken. Maybe by the end of the month you will be able to celebrate that new beginning, new start, that new idea, after you also gather all this knowledge, and you will be able to, you will know, maybe you will need that bank manager in order to get that knowledge. Maybe speak to the financial advisor who can actually clear the picture for you, what you can do with this new enterprise or whatever you're starting, and then you sort of have a clear picture and you won't feel trapped. You can move forward and you can celebrate as well. Let's see what other messages we have for you. This one wants to talk. It's Ten of Swords, and it resonates with the Three of Swords. Very similar message. It's a card of betrayal. I think maybe that's why you turn your back away on something. Maybe there was a lot of lies and betrayals, and place where you worked or business you were running, or with something to do with finances or career or something like this. And you sort of was looking for justice. Sort of maybe payout from the company which you left or something like this, because of what the stress and issues they caused you, because there was like someone stuck a knife into you in the back of you, and that caused you the heartache. And but that is over. Number 10 means that this period, that period of your life is over now. Period when you've been hurt, when you've been betrayed, when people stuck a knife into your in your back. It's over now for you. So it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to leave all this behind and move on forward. And we got Ace of Swords. Yes, you will get the clarity, definitely, because this Justice and the Ace of Swords is very strong message about clarity, truth. Truth will come out. You see, look how this sword is cutting in the heavens. It's like a thunderstorm. So it will bring the clarity, the white color, purity, and you will find it justice, dear Virgo, in the months of July. Well, that's I think that's all I have for you for the month of July, for your career, money, and business. If you would like to have a more sort of detailed reading, please contact me for private readings. All the information is underneath this video. Otherwise, I'll see you in August, dear Virgo. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.